We are about to begin the English class. Please, everyone, start the cameras. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Once again, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Marist, and I'll be your teacher finally in the last module, the module number 4. I'm very proud of you. Each of you has done an excellent job. You have put all your effort on every single English module. It has been tough, I understand, no problem. But you're finally here in the module number 4. Congratulations, all of you guys. Nice for you. So before starting the class, I'd like to share with you, you already know the rules. Most of you have been my student on the previous English module. So try to be on time for every single class. Alright? It's pretty important for me. If you don't register the attendance, please send a private message and I'm going to share the link. Something else, if you have an emergency or something, so please send a private message. Please write, communicate. We need communication. You can't just left without say anything. Just click on the button and then you leave without say anything. That's too bad for me and is actually too bad for you. Okay. By the way, I have already uploaded some activities on the Moodle platform, so please check them out. Don't forget also to join on our Telegram group. It's quite important. As I always said, I do respect your privacy, but remember, try to keep your cameras on. Alright? I do respect your privacy. Try to keep your cameras on. Remember, every single class is being streamed on YouTube. Okay, I think it's time to start. As I said on the previous video that I shared on the Telegram group, this is the level number 4 and I'm going to speak just a bit Spanish. Most of the module or the whole process must be carried out in this language, English only. You understand? Feel free, if you don't understand, feel free to raise your hand, click on the button in case you don't understand something, or click on the option over here. Did you see the subtitles? This is quite important for you. You can also practice listening at the same time reading. That's perfect for you. Okay, dear students, I think it's time to start. Wow, this is actually the first time in this year that I have, let me check, I can't believe it. Wow, 63 students. Wow, fantastic. 63 students. That's nice. Many students. Okay. Oh, okay, Mr. Tumbaco, I understand you work with 2 different devices, no problem. Okay, I think it's time to start, and our objective for today's class is only one single objective. So we're going to work with the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, okay? So in order to understand, let me share my screen, but before starting, it's quite important that you guys understand something. Even though the word has present, it's not related to present, it's something about the past, okay? So let me share my screen and you will see what we're talking about. Please give a minute. Here we are. Okay, so this is gonna be our objective for today, class. One single objective is about the present perfect. This is our objective, present perfect. I'm sorry for the noise, that's my daughter. I'm sorry. Well, this is our objective, the present perfect. Even though you see the word present, this one, okay, this word over here, present, it's not about the present. This thing is basically to describe an activity or event that happened at some point in the past, but the result of this one can be seen in the present. All right, so present perfect equal past. A little confused, right? But okay, let me explain this in a better way. Let me stop and I'll show you something else. I'm so sorry for my camera, sometimes words, I don't know what's going on with this. And give a minute, let me get the correct PowerPoint presentation. Good. Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, you tell me, can you see the PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, Mister.
Yes. Yes.
Good, fantastic. So the first thing you'd like you guys understand is about the use of this tense. Use of the present perfect. Okay, as I said earlier, even though we have the word present in the title of the name of this tense, is about the past. It's actually a sequence, you will see. There we go. So, Tamara Briones, good evening. Could you please read this for me?
Hello, Mister. We use for an action that happened in the past but was result are obvious in the present.
Okay, that's nice, okay? Now, let me speak a little bit in Spanish. Lo que vamos a ver durante toda esta semana se va a tratar presente perfecto. Esto es un tiempo. Aunque este tiempo tiene la peculiaridad de tener la palabra presente, pues no tiene nada que ver con esto. Básicamente este tiempo hace referencia a una acción o a un evento que sucede en algún punto en el pasado, pero el resultado de esta acción es importante o el resultado de esa acción se puede apreciar en el presente. Okay, so that is the definition of the present perfect. An action that happened at some point in the past, but the result can be seen in the present, or the result is important. For example, you will see three different images. Image number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is a sequence. The three images are about a car. In the first picture, you notice the car number 1 is dirty. You see the car in the picture number 1 is dirty, means sucio. The car number 1 is dirty. And the picture number 2, what I think is the owner, is cleaning it. What's the result of this action? The result of the action is the picture number 3. You see the car? The car is now clean. So this is the present perfect. I'll repeat it in Spanish, please. Try to follow me. Una de las definiciones más comunes del present perfect, recordemos, les repito, es que describe una acción que comenzó en algún punto del pasado. El resultado de esta acción o es importante o es visible en el presente. You have these pictures. You see the car, observa el auto. It's a sequence, una secuencia. The car is dirty. The number 2 is the processed. and the number 3 is the result. Okay? Now, in here we have 3 different sentences that describe in a better way the 3 different sequences. Okay, let me pick up one student to help me out in here. Mr. Samuel, could you please read the 3 sentences for me?
Okay, Mr. John car is dirty. He washes the car.
Mm-hmm.
He has washes the car.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, we have 3 different sentences, but the sentence number 3 has a different color. The different color, as always, is the red color. Can you see the red color? Has washed. Has washed. So the sentence number 3 is present perfect. Remember, present perfect nos ayuda a denotar, repito, una acción, un evento que sucedió en algún punto en el pasado, pero su resultado o es importante o es visible en el presente. The sentence number 3 is present perfect. He has washed the car. The last sentence, sentence number 3, is present perfect. Okay, let's continue. Here we go. Angie Zambrano, good evening. How are you?
Hi.
Hello there. Could you please read this for me?
Okay. For an action that was finished.
Thank you. Okay, so another use of the present perfect is to describe an action that just finished. Just finished means in our language que acabó de finalizar. Recién terminó, okay, de hacer algo, an action in the past. For example, once again, we can use the present perfect to describe an action. Remember, don't forget, present perfect describe an action that happened in the past, but the result can be seen in the present. Can be seen in the present or is pretty important in the present. Picture number 1. You see in this picture? We have a man, he is going or he's about to eat. You see? It's about to eat. This happened in the past. But take a look. This is the result. Aquí tenemos el resultado de esa acción. Picture number 1 is the past, and the second picture is the present. So it's the result. What happened here? Lorena Medina, good evening. Could you please read the 2 sentences for me?
Mark is having lunch. He has lunch.
Thank you. Fantastic. Okay, his name is Mark. Mark is having lunch. So this action happened at some point in the past. But what's the result? Cristina Martillo, good evening. Could you read the result? ¿Puede leer el resultado de esto?
Dígame, mister.
Could you please read the sentence number 2?
Mark is having lunch.
The second one.
He has food and lunch.
Okay, thank you. Fantastic. Well, as you can see, once again we have a different color. Tenemos un color diferente, observa. Different color. Has just had.
O sea que acabó de almorzar.
Correct. Very good. Él ha acabado de almorzar. Si lo traducimos a nuestro idioma, él ha acabado de almorzar. Present perfect, repito, describe una acción en el pasado, pero su resultado o es importante o es visible en el presente. That is actually the definition of the present perfect. All right. Now we'll see the structure. We understand in a better way. But now, dear students, I want you to focus on the use. Quiero que usted en este momento se enfoque en su uso. Este es el uso número 2. Alright? So let's continue. This is the use number 3. Nixon, Bahanya, good evening. Could you please read the number 3 for me?
For an action that started in the past and haven't finished.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the use number 3. So once again, the present perfect helps us to describe an action that started in the past but hasn't finished. The time hasn't finished. El tiempo no ha terminado. La acción sí, pero el tiempo no. Es como cuando nosotros describimos algo de nuestras vidas. Nosotros decimos, he vivido en esta casa durante 32 años. That is present. Eso es presente perfecto en nuestro idioma. He vivido en esta casa durante 32 años. La acción, he vivido, concluyó. Pero el tiempo no. Porque aún sigo ahí. Ese es otro uso del present perfect. For an action that started in the past and hasn't finished. For example, take a look. Look this house. For sale. Okay, for sale. What does for sale mean? ¿Qué significa esa palabra?
En venta.
En venta. Muy bien, en venta, ¿verdad? Y abajo dijo vendido. ¿En qué año se vendió?
En el 2000.
En el 2000.
Yes, 2000. Very good. Now, look the sequence. Desde el 2000 al 2015, la acción concluyó. The action finished. La acción, ¿qué es? La compra. ¿Ok? La compra. But these people, still live in there. Alright? So we can say, remember, as I always said, it's a sequence. Tenemos que ver una secuencia para utilizar el present perfect. ¿Ok? Take a look. Miss and Lucas, Ariana, could you please read the 4 sentences for me?
We bought the house in the
2000.
2000.
Number 2.
Live in the neighborhood. We have lived where for 16 years. We haven't lived here since 2000.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much, miss. Okay, so in here, once again, we have another sequence. Tenemos otra secuencia, right? 4 different sequences. As you can see, we have 2 different pictures. Picture number 1, 2000, but in second one, 2016. Number 1, we bought the house in 2000. Number 2, we still live in the neighborhood. Ahí tenemos la secuencia, ¿ok? En la unidad, en la oración 1 y la oración 2. Compramos la casa en el año 2002. Vivimos en el vecindario. So, the sentence number 3 and the number 4 is present perfect. Oración 3 y 4 es presente perfecto. We have lived. Hemos vivido. We have lived here for 16 years. You see? And the sentence number 4, we have lived here since 2000. Hemos vivido aquí desde el 2000. Or, la oración 3, we have lived here for 16 years. Hemos vivido aquí por 15 años. Eso es present perfect. Okay, let me stop here and you tell me, dear student, if you have any question, please let me know it. But remember, that is present perfect. A pesar que tiene present perfect, tiene el nombre presente ahí, pues no hace mención al presente, sino al pasado. Pero el resultado de esas acciones que se hizo en el pasado, o es importante, o es visible en el presente. Okay? So you tell me, you have any question? No questions? Okay, no questions. I can't believe it. Guys, remember, I want you to keep your cameras on. I do respect your privacy, but keep your cameras on. Jesus. Oh, okay. I'm gonna share the link once again. Please give a minute. Okay, give a minute. Give a minute. Okay, that's the link. Yes, you tell me.
Es que yo estaba conectado con dos dispositivos y la que tenía prendida la cámara se me descargó la tablet y ahorita estoy con la computadora y no lanza video, como puede ver.
Okay, no problem. No problem, sir. Okay, I have already once again shared the link. So click on the link and register the attendance. Okay, now we already know the use of the present perfect. Este tiempo presente perfecto tiene pues muchas variaciones que vamos a ver durante esta semana. Hoy, we're going to focus on use and structure. Structure in affirmative sentences, alright? Now, let me share once again my screen. So please give a minute. Let me see. There you go. Good. Okay. So, as I said earlier, este es nuestro objetivo durante esta semana. Este de aquí, alright? This is our objective. To present perfect. Present perfect. This is our objective. A pesar que tiene la palabra present, hace referencia al pasado. Le ponen presente porque el resultado de la acción que se realizó en el pasado o es importante o es visible en el presente. Okay? That is the reason we call the present perfect. Okay. Now, it's time to check the structure. Vamos a chequear su estructura. Let's check the structure of the form. As you can see, I have used two different colors. Green and pink. I think it's pink, it's purple. Well, whatever. Okay, green and pink. Two different colors. Okay. Now, before starting this part, you tell me, guys, what is the meaning of this verb? You tell me. What is the meaning of this verb? In our language, obviously. Anyone know? Can anyone help me out? What's the meaning of this verb?
Tener.
Have significa
Tener.
correctísimo. Have significa tener. Perfecto. Escuche bien. Listen very carefully. Este significado de tener, este verbo have, se lo va a aplicar cuando estemos en present simple. Algo que ustedes vieron pues en módulos anteriores. Cuando estamos en present simple, este verbo de aquí tiene el significado de tener. Pero este tiempo no lo estamos viendo. ¿Qué estamos viendo ahorita?
Present perfect.
Present perfect. Ok, nuestro objetivo durante esta semana es present perfect. Aquí, el mismo verbo tiene otro significado. ¿Quién lo sabe?
Tiene que ver con merendando.
Por ahí lo escuché. ¿Quién
ver.
dijo? Yes. A ver.
Having.
Have in the present perfect. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. Okay, este mismo verbo have, en el tiempo que estamos el día de hoy pues estudiando, tiene otro significado. Aquí nosotros lo vamos a utilizar con este significado. A ver. Y lo conjugamos. Yo he, I have, tú has, you have, ella ha, she has, nosotros hemos, we have, ellos han, they have. ¿Ok? Entonces ya tenemos que have en este tiempo, en present perfect, pues va a significar haber. In the sentence number 1, we have I have. Yo he. In the sentence number 2, my mother has. Mi madre o mi mamá ha. Y lo que está con el otro color, ¿qué es? ¿Quién me ayuda?
El verbo.
En verbo, pero este verbo ¿en qué tiempo está?
En pasado.
Pasado.
En
Pasado.
Está en pasado, pero falta algo.
pasado. Pasado participio.
Ahí escuché a alguien.
Pasado simple.
Correct. Participio pasado, que en inglés se le denomina past participle. Observe bien estos dos verbos, please. I want you to look carefully these two verbs. Tenemos el verbo seem and cooked. Let's go back here. Can you see this? And the verb has present, past, and past participle. En este tiempo, in the present perfect, vamos a utilizar esta columna, la tercera. Column number 3. Seem es el participio pasado del verbo ver y cooked es el participio pasado del verbo cook. Okay, tenemos dos verbos, regular and irregular verb. Okay, por lo tanto, seem significa visto y cook cocinado. Visto, cocinado. Okay, so in the first sentence you say, I have seen. I have seen. He visto. I have seen. Alright? But in the sentence number 2 it says, my mother. Correct. Mi mamá ha cocinado. You see? This is the form. Esta es la forma del present perfect. Present perfect. No se olvide, tiene dos palabras claves el present perfect. Como mencionamos hace un momento, have va a tener el significado de haber, pero en el present perfect. Have también significa tener, pero en el present simple. Tenga cuidado con eso, ¿ok? Be careful. In here, have is haber. I have seen. So, for example, you say, I have seen that movie. I have seen that movie. He visto esa película. I have seen that movie. Or, my mother has cooked my favorite food. Okay? My mother has cooked my favorite food. You see? So, en ambas se nota que esa acción sucedió en algún punto del pasado, pero el resultado es visible en el presente. ¿Cómo? Vamos con la primera, the movie. Imaginémonos, en nuestro propio idioma utilizamos mucho este tiempo. Quizás algunos de ustedes ya han visto la película Batman, ¿verdad? Es nueva. Imagínense que un grupo de amigos le dice, vamos a ver Batman, y usted dice, no, ya la he visto. El resultado es ese, que ya la vio, pero utiliza presente perfecto. La he visto. La utilizamos en nuestro idioma, como usted puede escuchar. En la segunda, my mother has cooked my favorite food. ¿Cuál es el resultado? Pues que usted ya está viendo su platillo favorito. Aquí está. Usted se acerca a la mesa y ve con asombro, con los ojitos así de entusiasmado, que está su platillo favorito ahí. Y usted dice, ¡ay, no puede ser! Mi mamá ha cocinado mi comida favorita. La comida favorita pues es el resultado de la acción. My mother has cooked my favorite food. Okay? So this is the present perfect. Esto es el presente perfecto. Una actividad, una acción o un evento que se realizó en algún punto del pasado, pero el resultado de este o es importante o es visible en el presente. Alright? I have seen that movie, or my mother has cooked my favorite food. That is the present perfect. Okay, you tell me, any question? Any questions? ¿No hay pregunta? No? Okay, no problem, mister. Go ahead.
Podría ser I bought my computer and still have it.
Okay. Yes, but remember, recuerda que tiene que ir la forma del present perfect.
Yes.
¿Cuál es la forma? Que es el have, esta vez con el significado de haber. Have, I have, yo he. I have and then a verb in past participle. Y viene un verbo en participio pasado. He arreglado. I have fixed my computer. He comprado. I have bought a computer. Alright? No te olvides de la forma. Have y un verbo en participio pasado. Okay? Remember, present perfect is an action that happened at some point in the past. Okay. So please give me a minute and I'll show you something else. Let me share my screen. Give me a minute. Okay, give a minute. Should be somewhere in here. I think it's this one. Oh, here we go. That's perfect. Okay, so let's carry out the next activity, dear students. For the next activity, I'm going to share once again my screen, and I want you to take your pencil and notebook and write. I want you to start writing all the sentences that you can see in present perfect. For example, this is a sentence in present perfect. You see? What is the present perfect? Has been is the structure of the form of the present perfect. Hoy ha sido. Hoy ha sido uno de los días más ocupados que he tenido. Today has been, okay? So what is the task? I want you to take your pencil and notebook and start writing all the sentences in present perfect. For this activity, dear students, you will have 3 minutes. Do it, please. 3 minutes. Keep your cameras on. Two minutes. Okay, time to start. I'm gonna pick up all my students to help me out. Okay, let me see. Scarly Morales, good evening. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, miss. Could you please read another sentence with the present perfect form?
My friend's the farmer has hurt his back because he pulling a hands turning of the ground.
Perfect. Thank you very much, miss. That's correct. The sentence itself is up to here, right? You see, my friend the farmer has heard. Has heard is present perfect. You see, have and then heard. Good job. Thank you. Okay. Oh, we have another volunteer, Miss Gil Navarrete. Could you please read another sentence? No? Come on, guys. I need your participation. Remember, this is the level number 4. Okay, let me see. Evelyn Barzola, good evening. Could you please read another sentence with the present perfect form?
Yes, had been angry since it was lost after they both were.
Yes, thank you. That's correct. This is another sentence. Is actually the present perfect tense. You see? Have been. Have been. This is the present perfect structure. Thank you. Let me see. Elias Castro. Good evening, sir. Can you read another sentence in present perfect? No, it's not here. Okay. Okay, we get the one volunteer. That's perfect. Okay, Miss Ronquillo, help me out, please.
The mother has learned his clock, but arrived at the party.
Fantastic, thank you. That's correct. Here we have another sentence in the present perfect. You see? Here we have the present perfect. Has lost. This is the form of the present perfect. Okay, let's move on. Ah, we get more volunteer. That's fantastic. Lorena Medina, go ahead.
The three people have made a hole from bright because the wall blew their other house down.
Thank you. Congratulations, miss. Excellent. So all of this is the sentence, and here we have the present perfect. Have made. Nice. Okay, let me see. Diana Suarez, go ahead.
The little girl feel happy because the agreed mode forget.
Thank you. Correct. This is the whole sentence, but this is the present perfect structure. Have felt. You see? Have, felt. Have and the past participle of a verb. Fantastic. Okay, Samuel Velasco, thank you.
Little red house got new clock, you know, because the wall repaired the last one.
Thank you. That's correct. Excellent, sir. So in here, this is the complete sentence, and this is the present perfect structure. Has got. Good. Angie Zambrano, go ahead.
The food has sleep since he had the gingerbread man this morning.
Thank you. That's correct over here, right? And this is the structure. Has slept. That's the structure of the present perfect. Okay, let me see. Oh, we had a lot of volunteer. That's perfect. Andrea Coronel, thank you. Miss Andrea, can you hear me? Speak. No? Okay, let me pick up another student. I think she has a problem with the microphone or something. Oh, Quinteros, Jamie, thank you.
I have got a new magical herb since I cleaned the yam themselves.
Thank you. Okay, this is the complete sentence, and this is the structure. Have got. Excellent. So this is the way how to check the structure. Okay. So far, let me stop here. Please, everyone, listen up. This is the present perfect. It's really easy to understand, right? Remember, the present perfect is an action that has already started at some point in the past, but the quite important here is the result. All right? Es el resultado. It's the result. Or the result, either the result is important or the result is visible. Okay? Important or is visible in the present. That is the present perfect tense. Now, about the form of the structure, don't forget, it's quite easy to understand. We use the verb have, or has. Remember, we can say, I have, my mother has, she has, we have. But remember, this is not present perfect. I'm sorry, this is not present simple. Aquí no podemos tomar el verbo have como tener. Recordemos que estamos en present perfect. En present perfect, el verbo have significa haber. Mi mamá ha, yo he, ellos han, and so on, right? No como el verbo tener. Be careful. No se olvide de eso. Okay? Be careful. Okay, now it's time to practice. Give a minute. Let me share once again my screen. Okay, please give a minute. There you go. I'm sorry. So let's create sentences. I'm so sorry. Once again, I got a problem with the subtitles. Every single word I said, the program or the algorithms recognize in a different way. Okay, so let's create affirmative sentences in present perfect. I'll give you an example so then you continue creating more and more sentences in the present perfect tense. Here we go. Now, I want you to look at this picture. Okay? And let's see the example. This is a sentence in present perfect. Can you see the underlined words? ¿Puedo observar las palabras que están subrayadas? Esa es la estructura del present perfect.
Ha ido.
Correct. Ha ido o de pronto ha estado. Ella ha ido a Londres. Recordemos que el present perfect se le llama present porque es producto de un resultado. Repito, que es importante en el presente o que es visible o notorio también en el presente. En este caso, pues, una foto. Pues me enseña esta foto, yo digo, esas cabinas telefónicas no están en ningún lado en Latinoamérica, están en Londres. Entonces, puedo decir, ella ha ido o ha estado en Londres. She has been to London. Okay? Now, take a look at this one. ¿Cómo diría ella ha conducido su nuevo auto?
Her new car drive.
Okay. Remember, it's quite important to understand the verb in past participle. Necesitamos saber los verbos en participio pasado. Drive, drove, driven. Driven es el verbo. Ok, vamos.
She has driven new car.
Yes. Correct. She has driven her new car. Ella ha conducido su nuevo auto. That's correct. That is the action. That's the result. Ese es el resultado, okay? Ella ha conducido. She has driven her new car. Recordemos que el verbo que ustedes ven en este ejercicio está en presente. Usted debe cambiarlo a participio pasado. ¿Ok? Here we go. This one.
They are playing the piano.
They have playing the
Have
piano.
played piano.
Yes. El verbo to be aquí no, miss. No es voz pasiva. Eso vamos a ver después.
Me confundí.
Okay. They have played the piano. They have played the piano. Okay. That's fantastic. You see? That is present perfect. Let's move on. This one.
Buddy has making amazing cake.
Ok, making no, nada de presente progresivo
Made.
sin el ing.
Made.
Has made.
Yes.
They
Mhm.
are
Woody has
amazing
made
cake.
an amazing cake.
Correct, very good. Aquí tenemos que utilizar body es tercera persona, pues aquí conjugamos el verbo con has. Has made. Has made an amazing cake. Recordemos que este es el resultado. Usted ve el resultado, eso que está detrás del cocinero, pues es un pastel. Entonces, el resultado o es importante o es notorio. Él ha hecho, él ha realizado o ha cocinado o ha hecho un pastel espectacular. Okay, let's move on. This one.
Linkin Park has made songs.
Yes, good. Linkin Park has played many songs. Excellent. Fantastic. I'm sorry. Well, you tell me. Preguntas. Question, please. No questions? Sure. Ok, yo sé que de pronto se pueden estar confundiendo. Es un poco confuso si lo comparamos con algo que ustedes vieron en tercer nivel, que trabajamos, algo que unos estudiantes que trabajaron conmigo en tercer nivel, pasado simple. Es muy parecido, tiene algo sutil, tanto en nuestro idioma como en el inglés, que la diferencia sería, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre comí y he comido? Ustedes dirán, caramba, pues para mí ninguna. Entre fui y he ido. Entre estudié y he estudiado. Pues sí hay diferencia cuando hablamos, pues utilizando ciertas propiedades gramaticales, sí hay. Uno es pasado simple, algo que usted vio en tercer nivel, y lo que estamos trabajando ahorita que es present perfect. Ambos hacen relación al pasado, ¿ok? So be careful, eso vamos a ver después, no ahora. Pero piense, ¿cuál es la diferencia? No me lo diga ahora, lo vamos a ver después, pero piense. Entre fui, I went, y he ido, I have gone. Estudié, I studied, y I have studied. Okay, yes, utilizamos muchísimo present perfect, mucho. Se me viene un ejemplo muy común cuando usted va a la casa de alguien y ya ha comido, va full, y en esa casa le brindan otra vez, sírvase algo. ¿Qué dice usted?
No, muchas gracias.
No, muchas gracias.
Oh, no,
ya
me
he...
Ya comí.
Comido.
¿Sí se ve la diferencia? ¿Con cuál usted? ¿Comí o he comido? No.
He
You
comido.
say, he comido,
Ya he
correct.
comido.
He
Tenemos que
comido.
decir he comido. Muchas gracias, ya he comido. Ok, so es la diferencia de tanto la confusión que puede haber en inglés o español utilizando estos dos tiempos que definen un pasado. Comí o he comido, right? No ahora, no vamos a tener esa confusión ahora, después vamos a tener esa confusión, ahorita no. Ok, ahorita estamos viendo present perfect, the definition and the structure, okay? Now, let's continue. Please give a minute. And let's carry out something else. As I said, it's always important about the verbs, present, past, and past participle. I need you to study the English verb. You will need a lot. In the level number 4, you will need the English verb a lot. Believe me. Okay, give a minute. Okay. I'm gonna share another link to practice you guys the present perfect. But first with the verb in past participle. This is gonna be pretty easy for you, I'm pretty sure. Should be over here. Okay, here we go. Let me share once again my screen. Okay. Something quite important in the present perfect is the verb. Okay. Sin verbos va a ser muy complicado este nivel número 4. Necesitamos y vamos a utilizar bastante los verbos en participio pasado, the past participle. Okay, so let's carry out this activity. As you can see, we have 3 different columns. Of the column number 1, present. Column number 2, past. And the column number 3 is the past participle. So remember, in the present perfect, we use the column number 3. Present perfect, the column number 3. Okay, I'm gonna share this activity and you will complete it. You will have for this one 4 minutes. It's gonna be pretty easy for you, right? So give a minute and I'm gonna share the link. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the link. Please, everyone, click on the link on the chat box. As I said, you will have just 4 minutes. 4 minutes, practice. 4 minutes. Do it, please, do it. One minute. Okay, time's up.
Mister,
Come on, yes, tell me.
Una pregunta.
Yes, tell me.
En School Subject, ¿qué va? Ya la terminé, pero no. ¿Qué hay?
The subject? What you mean, subject?
A mí me pide correo.
Okay. Comparto el correo. Bueno, me olvidé. Algunos usuarios le piden correo. No problem. Remember, this is my email. Let me share.
Mister, yo no lo puedo abrir.
Really? Interested. You working on cell phone or on computer? There you go. That's my email. Okay, no problem. As I always said, all the activity during the class has no grade. It's actually the way we can practice a lot. So the final grade is you only. Okay, so let's continue, guys. We need to keep on working on the present perfect tense. Let me share my screen again. I'm so sorry for the noise. That's my daughter. She's singing now. Okay, you tell me, can you see the PowerPoint presentations?
Mister, yo estoy arrastrando o trato de escribir, pero no puedo poner.
Okay, no hay problema, miss. No problem. Relax. Todas las actividades que realizamos en clases no son promediadas. La calificación que ustedes obtengan son suyas.
Que no arrastra.
Yo igual, profe.
Profe,
Uno arrastra y no se queda ahí.
A mí no me pidió correo, no me pidió nada.
Bueno, no hay problema, chicos. Bueno, para los nuevos, déjame parar esto un momento. Las actividades que hacemos durante las clases, todas, incluyendo estas de aquí, pues no son promediadas, a pesar que el algoritmo de la página te va a dar una calificación, pero esa calificación va a ser de ustedes, ¿ok? Cuando yo envío un deber o trabajamos en grupos, yo diga, esto va a ser calificado, ahí sí. Esta no, la calificación que te arroja o te brinda la plataforma es suya, ¿ok? Quiere decir que las has hecho bien, regular o mal. Entonces tienes que, pues, ponerte las pilas trabajando en esto. Como les mencioné hace un momento, vamos a utilizar muchísimo lo que es participio pasado en este nivel número 4. Okay, past participle, a lot. Okay, dear students, let me share once again the activity. Let me share my screen again, and you tell me if you see the PowerPoint presentation. There you go. Can anyone confirm? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
come on, guys. Okay, Jeremy Castro, good evening. Could you please read this for me?
The present perfect is used to talk about situations and events that took place at an indefinite time is the past. The time and which the event took place or when two situations exist may not be now or may not be important.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is another concept about the present perfect. Well, as you can see, we have a picture or image of the button. So this is the timeline, and we have the past, present, and future. All right, past, present, and future. And we have a blue circle.
Present.
This is blue circle is the action. So as I said, the present perfect describes an activity, event, or an action that started at some point in the past. The result either is important or can be seen. Okay, so that's the use of the present perfect. Now let's see something else. This is the form, affirmative form. This is affirmative, you see? Have or has. I have, you have, we have, they have. Then for the third person, he has, she has, or it has. Then we have the past participle of a verb. Affirmative structure or affirmative form. Okay, now it's time to practice. Yes, again, it's time to practice. But before that, let me explain once again this. Okay. Well, as you can see here, we have the verb. Some of them are regular and some of them are irregular verb. The easiest ones, okay, are the regular. Because in the regular, we only add the suffix ed and period. Ed, and once again, the suffix ed. So as you can see, past and past participle has the same way in spelling. Cooked, cooked. You see? But the point here is the irregular verb. This one is actually a little bit different. So remember, it's quite important you guys study a lot. Let me insert to, okay, below. So for example, the one we practice. Come on. Okay, so these two verbs we already practiced on the previous exercises. So remember, in the past participle, we're going to use the last column, past participle. So the past, past participle, correct. So remember, drive, drove, driven. Driven is the word we need for the present perfect. Driven, don't forget. So we can say she has driven her new car. Ella ha conducido su nuevo auto. She has driven her new car. This is present perfect. This structure is present perfect. And the other one, make, the past. Yes. Made, correct. So some irregular verb has the same spelling, either past or past participle. So we can also say he has made and okay, he has made and then made. Okay, I don't remember very well. So he has made a cake. You see? So this is the present perfect structure in positive, obviously. Positive. Okay, let me stop here. Let me show you something else. Should be over here. I think it's here. Let's learn more use of the present perfect. Okay, let me see. Kevin Zambrano, good evening, sir. Can you hear me? No? Okay. Kevin's not here.
Sí, teacher.
Okay. Please, Kevin, I want you to read this for me. Please.
For experiences we have lived.
Okay. Keep reading, keep reading. Read this for me.
He has flowed a planned book. He has never tried Yumi. Have
Okay.
you ever traveled in blank?
Thank you. Okay, try it a lot. So the use number 4 of the other way to use the present perfect is to describe experiences. Experience. Okay? Please listen up. Listen up. We also use the present perfect to describe experiences. Okay? For example, he has flown a plane. Aquí estamos describiendo experiencias. Otro uso del present perfect es para describir experiencias. Can you read the number 1? ¿Puede entender primero qué experiencia está diciendo? He has flown a plane.
Él ha pilotado un avión, pero pero nunca ha intentado
Un salto libre, un bungee jumping, correcto. So, for the present perfect, we use to describe experience. Las experiencias, comúnmente, pues en nuestro idioma también las hacemos así. Cuando describimos. Se me viene, de pronto cuando describimos algo, yo he visto, yo he bebido, yo he comido. ¿Alguien ha comido en este restaurante nuevo de acá de Daule? En el Montuyo Gourmet o algo así. That is experience. Yo he comido, yo he visto, yo he escrito, yo he escuchado, yo he conducido. Okay? So, experience. We describe experience with the present perfect. Cuando hablamos de experiencia, pues utilizamos también present perfect. ¿Ok? También lo utilizamos cuando queremos hacer preguntas basadas en experiencia. For example, let me share my screen. This is a good experience. Take a look. This is a question for experience. Have you seen a ghost? Wow. Can you understand the question? ¿No? ¿Tiene una pregunta? ¿La entienden? It's in present perfect. Yeah, esa es una pregunta, pues buscando algún tipo de experiencia. ¿Has visto un fantasma? ¿Has probado esta comida? ¿Has ido a este lugar? ¿Has nadado en el río Daule? Son preguntas de experiencia. ¿Cómo lo utilizamos? Pues también, tanto en nuestro idioma, castellano, como en inglés, utilizamos present perfect. Ahí está el present perfect. Observe. Have is here. Have seen is a question. Or if you want to describe an experience, you can say, I have seen a ghost. Or just say, I have been to Quito. It's my experience. Or you can say, I have Okay, I'm sorry. No, it's correct. Okay. So this is some experience. You have more experience that you can describe. Usted puede describir más experiencia. I have seen a ghost. I've been to Quito. I have swum in the Daule River, and so on. Depending on the experience, you can describe using the present perfect. Okay? Any question? Hello, any question?
No,
No questions. That's fantastic.
no.
Okay, that's perfect. Let me share once again my screen, so give a minute. Okay, there we go. Okay, so remember, the use number 4 for the present perfect tense is for the experience. Have or haven't. And this is the structure for to ask for experience. Have you ever? Have you ever? You see here? Have you ever means alguna vez has. Have you ever traveled by plane? ¿Alguna vez has viajado en avión? Have you ever? ¿Alguna vez has probado sushi? Have you ever tried sushi? ¿Alguna vez has montado un caballo? Have you ever ridden a horse? ¿Alguna vez has saltado de un puente? Have you ever jumped off a bridge? It's experience. Okay? With the structure, have you ever? Alguna vez. Y una vez más, pues utilizamos el participio pasado de un verbo y su complemento. Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever danced reggaeton? Yes, teacher, yes. We have danced reggaeton all the time. Okay. I never tried reggaeton. Jesus Christ. Okay, no problem. Use number 5. Come on, guys, we have 5 minutes. Denise, good evening. Could you please read this for me?
For an action and they happen in specific time.
Okay. Good. Okay, so in the use number 5, if for an action that happen in a unspecific time. In the point number 4, and the point number 5, I'm sorry, is basically something that I already taught. The difference between simple past and present perfect. So this is the point. For example, take a look. Look this picture. You see? And we have another sequence. Can you see the sequence? Dirty, being cleaned, clean is a sequence. So we can say the children have tidied the room. You see? So this has no specific time. No specific, just happened in the past. So the children have tidied the room. Los niños han limpiado su cuarto. This is the time number 5. This is the point number 5 when an action that happened at some point in the past, but the time is not important. It's not specific. Okay? So we can use that for the present perfect. Okay. So this is going to be the time expressions, and I want you to write them down. Por favor, escriba en sus cuadernos las siguientes expresiones y me lo van a tener para el día de mañana su equivalente en nuestro idioma. Please. It's done? Not yet? Please start writing all the words you see on the screen. I'll need the definition for tomorrow class. Fantastic, dear students. Perfect. Okay, so we have just 4 minutes. So remember, present perfect is gonna be our objective, okay? Present perfect is our objective for today's class and probably tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and Thursday. By the way, listen up. Tomorrow, the class will start at 7 o'clock, okay? Tomorrow only. I'm sorry, but tomorrow we only have 1 hour. Wednesday and Thursday, regular classes, okay? Tomorrow I have something to do, and I'm so sorry, but the class will start at 7 o'clock. 1 hour of class. Tomorrow only. Wednesday and Thursday, regular classes.
Okay.
Good to know.
Mister,
Okay.
entonces las clases regulares comienzan de 6:30 o golpe de 6.
No, 6:30 to 8. 6:30 a 8. Solo mañana de 7 a 8.
Ah, ok.
Mañana solamente de 7 a 8.
Mm-hmm. Yes, tomorrow from 7 to 8. Wednesday and Thursday, regular schedule. Yes, you tell me.
¿Qué debemos hacer mañana con estas expresiones?
Okay. The definition. Las definiciones in Spanish, please. Este tiempo present simple es muy extenso. Tiene muchas variaciones que lo utilizamos. El present perfect es un tiempo que quizás como el castellano es nuestro idioma materno, pues no nos hemos dado cuenta, pero lo utilizamos muchísimo. En inglés también muchísimo. Okay? So, estas son varias palabras que vamos a utilizar en el present perfect. Okay, so that's it, dear students. Thank you very much for having me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Take care. Remember, tomorrow, 7 p.m., 1 hour, Wednesday and Thursday, regular schedule. Goodbye.
Thanks, Mr.
Ok, bye.
Bye.